I'm Abigail Waslock,
And I'm Mia Johnson.
and this is part 2 of Right Opinions Radio. It's the same episode as the first. It's part 2. It is not episode 2.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Woo. Okay. So for this second part, we have an interview from an anonymous Snohomish County Court Commissioner. We asked him 3 questions. The first one was, "What do you know about this case?" And do you want to share what he said?
And his answer was that the case is out of Kitsap County. The commissioner is from a different county within Washington. Uh, this case is out of Kitsap County, so I don't know anything about the case personally. I will say that we always have to keep up on the law and what cases are coming down. The appellate and Supreme Court decisions certainly have the ability to change what we do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. As we said at the end of the last part, this commissioner was the one who recommended this topic and case to us. So yeah, I guess that makes sense given what he knows about it. The second question we asked was, if comfortable sharing, how do you feel about it? He said, on a personal level, I disagree with the Second Amendment type arguments, like using the Second Amendment as an argument, as I believe there is a compelling state interest in protecting safety and removing guns where appropriate. I do have concerns about the enforcement of all of this. If an order is entered, the search and seizure provisions highlighted by the court, I do think are concerning, and the legislature has not really done a good job of resolving that issue.
The third question we asked was, what changes would you like to see going forward? To which he answered, the main thing I would like to see change going forward is more clarity / direction / laws to guide parties in the court and how all this will be enforced. We can enter orders and that's great, but if no one is going to do anything about enforcement, then that's where you get Flannery. Of course, the cases will have to progress through the system as people challenge these things from different angles. Some of these things are new and time just has to pass for some of these things. However, I think the legislature could and should help with such a serious issue. So I interpret this as basically meaning he views Flannery's side as justified. He thinks the county government did have the ability to seize Flannery's guns, but because the legislature wrote 2 laws that contradict each other or make an unconstitutional issue for Flannery, this is really not like an observation of the judicial system, but like a failure of the legislature and a study in how sometimes they can create these situations because they don't consult their own laws enough when they're making new ones.
I agree. Abby, how do you personally feel about the case, just as a
I think it's a little silly.
I agree.
I kind of agree. Yeah, it's really a legislature issue that they made. I don't think gun seizure should have been part of the protection order for domestic violence if you're also going to have a firearm surrender charge.
Yeah.
Because that was the issue at hand, is that you have 2 different things, one after the other. Yeah. One means it's now a felony to own guns. The second, you have to give in your guns. I think he should have had to give in the guns, but there need to be some kind of immunity for that because it was mandated.
It didn't need to be like a felony charge where you didn't need to like. You think like the part about his argument where it's like
it's not self-incrimination.
Yeah, exactly that. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. Great.
Any further thoughts?
I don't think so, unless you have any.
I feel like I do, but not right now.
All right, fair enough. This has been Right Opinions Radio. I'm Mia.
I'm Abby.
And thanks for listening. Goodbye. Please grade us well.